Okay, so we're picking up our lesson from arrays, and today we're going to talk about something called an initializer list. Did we talk about this last year? No. Okay, good. I think I'm on the wrong slide. Slide 10. Okay, so an initializer list is a different way to instantiate an array. It's very useful if you know ahead of time all the elements that need to go in an array, and you're able to not only create the array in one step but also populate it in one step, and that's why it can be very powerful. So the way an array, an initializer list looks is definitely different. So it starts the same, where we tell Java what kind of array it is, and in this case we give it a name following the Java norms, where the names of our variables are lowercase, and then we say equal. And on the right hand side, this is what looks completely different. So I have a set of braces, and the values that we use to populate the array are separated by commas. So I'm going to jump out of here for a second, and just for illustration purposes, I'm going to turn my camera on. And I'm probably going to need somebody to help me here and read me the values that you're seeing. Great. Let's try that again. See how bad my videos are? My technology's not ready. Okay, so like in your notes, let's make this, and we'll make that like that. Okay, so we have that array called units. How many elements are in this array? Total? 10. So what you're seeing there with the initializer list can be visually represented this way: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for read me the values in that initializer list. 147. 147. 89. 936. 540. 97. 146. 476. So what you're seeing there with using the braces and the comma separation between the values can be represented like you're familiar with, an array called units. We still have the index values representing each position in the array. Here's an example, this time of a character array, initialized using an initializer list. We're calling it letter grades, so we're populating it and instantiating it at the same time. So this is an array holding 5 elements. The index values go from 0 to 4. So some things to make note of: when we use an initializer list, we're no longer using the new operator, and no size value is specified. Java will automatically set aside enough memory to store whatever is in that initializer list. So at some point in the initializer algorithm, it will count those items up. The length constant that we used last week is also available for an array that's been populated and instantiated using initializer lists. So we could say units.length if we needed to in our program, and it would give us the correct value. An initializer list can only be used in the array declaration. So what they're trying to say there is we can only use it when we're declaring the array. We can't declare the array to put everything on the left side and then later on try to populate it with an initializer list. Supposedly that doesn't work. So I want to jump out and take a look at primes. What's a prime number? A number whose only factor is itself. So let's take a look at this program called primes. So I have an array, an integer array called prime nums, and in here we have put a few of the prime numbers through 19. Notice, like I was just telling you, that even if we populate using an initializer list, that the length constant is still available. Remember, that's a constant, not a method. And if we ever want to print out the contents of an array, we have to use a for loop. Any immediate questions about this program before I run it? Okay, so this is going to print out the contents, print the length and the contents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I counted, 8. Did I not count right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. There's 8 items, and the first few prime numbers are. So remember, this, when we print out an array, we have to use some kind of loop. It can be a for loop, or it can be a while loop. Okay, I'm going to stop this video.